I figured if we're going to drive a Prado, might as well drive a 300 and have a direct comparison afterwards, and we'll just see what happens. Let's have a look around this 300 series. Well, I see it. It seems more spacious there. The dash is more forward. Now this thing, it's a bit delayed as well, but I'll tell you what, squeeze it a bit more and it gets up in boogies, mate. Definitely impressive. I know it's a V6, but if I didn't know better, I'd say it sounds a bit like a V8. Just driving off lightly on the acceleration. A lot less bounce than the Prado. Same roads, same lap. Like I said already, when you put your foot into it and you want it to, you know, increase speed, it doesn't have to think too hard, and it uses the torque, and it really just pulls without trying too hard at all, you know what I mean? It's a real performer. Even though the engine is smaller than the 200 series, it still performs, it's still big enough. I think it still suits the size of the vehicle. The handling of this 200 series Sahara, it's a lot flatter than the Prado. When you change direction, less body roll, and of course that DPF regeneration is in progress. Don't forget, might not have AdBlue, might not have a diesel hybrid system you don't want, but it's still got DPFs and EGR and all that. One more thing I noticed, in the Prado, I put the steering all the way up and it wasn't up where I wanted it, where this one, it's up where I wanted it and it still goes up a bit more, so a little bit more adjustability. The question you got to ask is, would you take $150,000 out on the four-wheel drive tracks? Nice big fat console, a little bit of space in there. What do we got down there? Oh, yeah, a bit more space, not massive, big console, but not the mass, but nice drink holders right where you want them, you know what I mean? Beautiful. It does actually look more spacious in the back also, but that being said, it doesn't look like those seats can be adjusted back and forward at the base. This one does look to be a long way back though, because I've got mine adjusted, and yeah, so this one could probably go forward a lot to make more room in the back. So I think we might have a couple of separate videos. What do you think? Oh, you don't want to talk, do you? Okay, well, thanks for the camera work anyway. Nice wood grain. This vehicle handles, drives a lot flatter. Very similar in the design of the dash and all that sort of thing. Sure, they've got a lot of all the same buttons as far as technology goes. You know, USB, USB-C. Like I said, I'd wire something up to the auxiliary battery if I was going to own one and keep one. If I purchased one of these, it'd be purely to own it, test it, experience it. I wouldn't modify it and I wouldn't keep it long term. I'm just not sure that it's suitable. Get out and have a bit more of a look around and we'll wrap it up. I'm in the market looking for if there's something to purchase. Next visit could be a Lexus dealer, but they're hard to get too, you know. Trying to find a Lexus dealer, there's not many around, few and far between. Yes, that was a Sahara. Looking in the back of this one, it looks as though the seats are going to fold down. They're going to come out or fold flat, or they're going to have a bit of a hump, but there's a fair bit of room in the back row here. Something else we don't really need, is it? Here, I figured it out, yeah? You just press the button and bang, there it is. Lays out pretty close to flat. You can lift it up, but that's not bad. Good bit of space there. Of course, the other side folds also. Just thought we'd better demonstrate that. There it goes, right? Beautiful. Spacious. All right, have a bit of a look around under the bonnet. Lots of covers and things, closing things in, covering everything up, making it hard to see and work on and talk about. So yeah, to be quite honest, I don't want to work on one. Oh look, the map filter. It's a different colour. It's a bit like the old 1KZ. I wonder if it's the same part number, because there's a few different part numbers of map filters. They're different colours, but anyway, there you go. This one might have a sensor each side and a filter, you know. Anyway, cool, it's nice and pink still, so that's good, isn't it? No, just the one map filter around there. I thought maybe, you know, because it's twin turbo. I haven't looked around one of these. I don't work on them. There's an EGR cooler right there though. Wonder if they have leaks like the ones on the 4-cylinder engines. Like the 1GD seems to be pretty bad for. We've got 1 or 2 EGR coolers. No, just the one maybe around the other side. That's what I mean. I'd have to start pulling one of these apart to have a look what's what. I don't really, I mean, other than I know vehicles and the basics, You know, I can see vacuum lines there, and that probably comes around, and you know, it's all pretty obvious, but you really got to start pulling things apart. You know, you can see your injectors down there, not too far away to get to. They're external to the valve cover, so not as difficult to change like the V8 or the 1KD. A lot more straightforward injector job. They will wear out eventually, or if you're unlucky and you have injector problems, or it turns out to be one of the models like all the 200 series that have got the basically injector replacement program and the one for the DPF and all that. You know, there's a big thing, I don't know if you know about that, but yeah, they're all getting injectors replaced under warranty, all the ones with the DPF, the V8s. So pre-DPF 200 series is probably looking good for a lot of people now. Two-way twin turbo. Anyway, I'll keep looking around, I'll have a think about it, and if anything happens, I'll let you know. But in the meantime, back to my trusty old 2013 Prado. Well, in closing, I don't think I'll be buying either of those anytime soon. Plenty of time to consider things. I think I've cooled off even before I drove them. I felt like I was about to buy a car, and now that I've driven them both, I just feel like I'm not that impressed, or it's well overpriced. Maybe I'm just an old guy, so I'll just keep tinkering along with my 1KDs, collecting those up, and some other old 120 Prados, maybe one with a V6. You know, I think if you got that sort of money to spend, worrying about cracked piston, an engine for 10 grand or a turbo for 3 or 4 grand is the least of your problems. If you're spending $150,000 on a new motor vehicle, I suppose each to their own. Some people are going to like it. I'm sure plenty of people would buy them, but like I said, I will go to the Lexus dealer, see what they've got. I need to be impressed, and the price tag's got to be what the vehicle is. And even though I'm not going to be keeping it because I still don't trust the technology. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Hope it helps you. Each to their own. You know, like I said, some people are going to like it, but I'm just honestly telling you how I feel about it. There's nothing impressive about it. 8-speed auto in the Prado, even with the extra power and torque, the extra weight, seems pretty sluggish. Look, it could be a lot better vehicle with a petrol hybrid is what I think about the Prado. This could be like when the 120 came out. It had the old 1Ks in it for a few years before they put the real engine in it. Well, maybe that's what they're going to do with this new 250 Prado. Anyway, subscribe, turn the bell on. Bada bing, bada boom. I'll keep looking and sharing info, and you can do whatever you're going to do because that's what you're going to do anyway. But hope it's helped. Catch ya.